economical, versatile fuel that has made the modern world possible. In California, the Kern River oil field is a black underground pool containing more than 500 million barrels of oil. By itself, it could fuel America for 4 weeks. But in 1 minute, it's all going to disappear. The same is about to be true all over the world. From Saudi Arabia to the North Sea, to the massive tar sands of Alberta, Canada, the oil that drives our cars, flies our planes, and powers our factories, all of the oil that remains underground or trapped in the earth is about to vanish. From deep underground, an ominous signal.
There's something going on. I gotta go. Yeah, come on.
We've extracted more than 1 trillion barrels of oil from the earth. About the same amount is supposed to be left.
What's going on? I have no idea what's going on.
Yesterday, this single refinery processed 300,000 barrels of oil. But suddenly, there's nothing. The crisis many predicted for the future is now a reality. The results will be catastrophic. Our world will be reshaped.
There were estimates of 1 trillion barrels of accessible untapped oil, but scientists are now confirming that it's all gone.
Around the world, from Saudi Arabia to Alaska, the oil below the ground has disappeared. U.S. oil companies say as much as 20 million barrels are left in their refinery.
Companies say it's not just our supply of gas, but diesel fuel, lubricants, asphalt, tar. All of the products that are made from oil will be severely affected if we can't find more oil.
Tankers are the key to moving oil. Right now, there are thousands on the move, carrying millions of barrels of oil. Countries who are shipping it out, including Russia and Saudi Arabia, order the boats back home. It's a huge blow to the United States. The country imports more oil than any other in the world. Every day, the United States produces more than 8 million barrels of oil, but it consumes more than twice that. Suddenly, the country is 8 million barrels of oil short every day.
There are reports of long lines at gas stations as people try to stock up. Expect 2 to 3 hour delays.
It's the last chance, perhaps ever, for people to fill up their cars. During the 1973 oil embargo, a reduction in oil imports meant stations across America began to run out of gas. Over 100,000 gas stations across the United States are being pumped dry. The same is true at others around the world. The price for what remains has skyrocketed. Many countries do have oil in reserve.
It's our question time. The first one, how many years have we taken the oil from the underground? Let me count to 3, please. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, go first. 150, yes. 15.4. And next, how long can the oil in California supply the whole US? Okay. Yeah, 4 weeks. And the last, which country imports the most oil? Wait, 1, 2, and 3. The America, yes. And now we're going on to the next video.
The White House has announced
To plant sugarcane throughout Florida, Louisiana, and Hawaii this winter to speed up ethanol production.
Food shipments from area farms to New York, Philadelphia, and Boston have been further reduced to every other day.
It's been 5 months since the end of oil. In big cities throughout America, food terminals have closed. Long lines form at train stations. Powdered milk and rice have taken the place of fresh produce. But hungry cities don't have enough to eat. Food shipments, coal deliveries, fire trucks, and other essential services all are still getting fuel from emergency supplies. But almost everything else is at a standstill. To make the final barrels in reserve last as long as possible, the United States has further reduced its oil use. But if there are no workable large-scale alternatives, within months there won't be any food deliveries at all. While food is being brought in, garbage isn't being taken away. Every year, it takes nearly 6,000 trucks burning 75 million liters of diesel to get rid of New York's garbage. In this new world, garbage cleanup is a luxury. Even with isolated cities, growing hunger, and a looming winter, North America is luckier than most. 9,600 kilometers away, economic disaster. 90% of Saudi Arabia's income from exports used to come from oil. But now, the country's economy has collapsed. This is one of the last food shipments to Japan. The country used to import 60% of its nutritional needs. The population of one of the most prosperous countries in the world will begin to starve. With supplies of fuel so desperately low, people aren't waiting for governments to find answers. In garages and basements, people are finding ways to use their cars. Combining methanol, lye, and other scavenged chemicals, people are becoming chemists. Homemade biofuel is being distilled.